All right, next up, we are going to be looking at a real life use case. And to do that, we should first navigate to the processes view in the Frends platform, which is, of course, the main integration catalog where all of our solutions and APIs are listed. And we can, of course, find out various information about those, such as names, descriptions, version numbers, where they have been deployed, etc., etc. But the actual integration I want to showcase to you is actually an AI agent called Agent 100, Analyze and Route Customer Emails. And before we go into the actual technical implementation of this AI agent, I want to cover some very basics on developing any Frends integration platform solution, because all solutions, be they AI agents, long-running processes, or hyper-fast APIs, all follow the same development pattern where we are using BPMN 2.0 or business process modeling notation, which is the process style picture here you are seeing, to define the functionality and logic of the integration solution in question. And basically what the user is doing, the user is defining a triggering mechanism for the integration and then using our accelerators or tasks / connectors to create and orchestrate what the integration is actually doing. So if we dive into this particular example, what this example is actually doing, it's hooked into a single Outlook email inbox where a customer is sending in email requests, which might be relating to any kind of various subjects. And what the integration flow is doing, it's triggering itself whenever a new email is received in the Outlook email box. And the first thing we do is, of course, read in the email, grab all of the attachments up around the email, and then analyze and classify those emails using our intelligent AI connectors, which you can see highlighted by this AI text and a slightly larger box in the process picture here. And just to showcase how this looks like, we can open up, for example, the classify email based on content. And here we can see that what we've done is we've first, of course, selected to use our built-in Frends AI with our curated GPT data classification AI model. And basically what the user then does is it provides the prompt for the AI to perform the needed functionality or what the AI should be doing. And it's very, very easy, as you can see, where we've provided some basic instructions for the AI, what it should do when it's actually classifying and routing the email to the correct location. And we are now using Frends low-code references, which you can see here, to pass in context for the AI. Specifically, in this case, we're passing in, of course, the email subject, who the email is from, the actual content of the email, and any attachment information we might have found out in the previous step using OCR, where we are also using AI to read in the attachments of the email. The interesting and cool part about the solution is that now we can highlight the excellent orchestration capabilities of Frends. So when the first AI here is making a determination where the email should be routed or to which path, we have various different options ranging from billing and payments to technical incidents / error reports. We can see that the top 4 paths here are actually something where we are retrieving additional context using information from our previous steps or our previous AI analysis, such as from our knowledge base or from our business systems, and then using additional AI agents to generate actual resolved responses that we are then sending back to the original consumer of the email or the original sender of the email, thus resolving the problem of the end customer fully automatically. But here in the bottom part of the solution, we can see that we have 3 paths where actually we have determined that these issues are something that AI cannot resolve fully on its own, meaning that we're actually now creating tickets to our ITSM systems and also sending in notifications on the incoming email and the incoming ticket to the appropriate teams so that then they can take action and start fixing those issues. So if we take a quick look at this integration from a monitoring perspective, we can of course jump into the execution monitor of our our AI agent, where we can, of course, see which email addresses have been sending in those emails. And if we open up a single execution, we can actually now visually see exactly the path the execution took. And especially because we're using AI, it's very important for us to be able to see exactly the path and the monitoring data or the reasoning data that the AI has been taking. So, as an example, if we open up this classify email based on content and attachments, we can see that the end result of the email is that it's being classified as a technical incident and slash error report with a confidence of 85 with high urgency, meaning that that's, of course, now the path we take here in the bottom part. And what we are, of course, now doing is using Frends connectors to create the incident in ServiceNow. And then we're also drafting a support agent or creating a draft in the ServiceNow fully automatically, again, using AI. And of course, we can see all of the fields that, for example, ServiceNow requires are now being generated by the AI based on the original email itself. And one interesting thing to show here is that we always, whenever we are using AI, also include this reasoning log, where you can see step by step logic and reasoning steps that the AI took to actually generate the response it did. Finally, I'd like to cover, of course, a little bit of AI governance. So, like I mentioned, we provide the user, or we provide you with a vast array of these pre-configured AI models, where, of course, the usage of Frends AI through us or using our models consumes Frends AI credits, where you can see how many credits roughly each model would be consuming. You can see various information about the models, but the cool thing about our models is that as you can see, all of the models have a pretty short lifespan, only a year or so. But what we are committing to is that if you're using our AI models, we're actually pre-prompting, pre-configuring the AI model for the specific use case you're selecting, and we are ensuring that whenever the model retirement date comes, that there is parity between the new model or there is a nice, let's say, fully automatic transition from the old model to whatever model would be replacing the existing model. And finally, of course, from the AI audit log, we can view our Frends credit consumption, see absolutely all of our AI generated responses, see who has been using them, where have they been used. And this is really what we're using to provide that transparency for the user.